How come all those other sci-fi things have the fancy laser swords? I want a fancy laser sword. Ooh. Wow! Welcome back to the Red Ones Go Fast, old Big Mac here, and yeah, I got some lights. Let's get into it. All right, long story short, those of you that have been watching the channel kind of know this, but if you're new around here, this is my hobby setup area, as well as kind of the backdrop to my film studio. And well, as you can see, the lighting is a little bit lacking. I do have natural light from the window over here, but it's the Pacific Northwest, and well, we're kind of in the middle of winter, so by 5 o'clock that's completely gone, which makes it really difficult when you're trying to film videos after work. So we've been trying to up the lighting game for filming, but most importantly, at least for me personally, I haven't been able to really do any painting because at the end of the day, when all of that light turns off, that's all I've got to work with. And well, old Big Mac Graybeard here can't really see all that great in the dark to paint little Warhammer figures. So it is upgrade day. First, let me show you what we've got now as the current situation. Then I'll show you what we got as an upgrade, and then we'll actually install it. Then we'll see what it looks like when it's all done. All right, let's try it out. All right, so there is the window, like I said, and then you come over here, and there is the workbench. And you see, I have been trying to get lighting in here for so long. So I've got this lamp here, which is kind of a whiter light. It's actually one of those ones that's got the magnifying glass built into it, though I don't use that because it's like really tall, and yeah, I don't know. And then I got this thing, which was an IKEA special. That is a really nice ring light, which is great for filming like right here and kind of great for spotlight painting, but you only get the directional light down. There is no ambient light in there. So I have this one, which you turn on, and you can actually adjust the colorway on it and whatnot and kind of turn it and stuff. But so what ends up happening is I end up getting light from this direction, light from this direction, and light straight down right here. But again, as I back up here, it's kind of a hot mess of lighting. Plus, you get the lights over here are very yellow, and the tiny little light in there. And this is just kind of the lighting situation we've got going on. So my idea has always been, like, the whole reason why I actually put this up here was to run a light strip underneath it, pointing straight down at the desk to give me that nice ambient light and kind of give glow from all around so that I'm not just dealing with all of these harsh lights from different directions. Plus, this thing is, like, as you can see, right in the middle of your face. It kind of really gets in the way when you're painting. So if I could get rid of this, or at least move it off to the side and rely on this a lot more, that would be really good. Or switch to using this one for my spotlight. So yeah, what we ended up going with are some IKEA products. I don't have a whole lot of teeth, and they're pretty darn cunning over there. And well, you know, some of their stuff seems to work pretty well. So this is an IKEA cabinet. So hopefully everything we got will actually like designed to bolt up to it. We'll give it a go. So this is what we went with. It is the Mittled or Mitled. It is an LED light strip, and it is supposed to work with a plug and a converter and a middle plug thingy. And then it gives you how many hours it'll work, what its color temperature is, and kind of where it goes. And as you see, it mounts underneath the cabinet. Pretty easy. Now, the cool thing about these is they're stackable. And here's what I mean by stackable. These things are actually designed to go underneath kitchen cabinets, and they come in all sorts of different lengths. I don't know if there was anything shorter than the 12. There might have been, but there was definitely like a 12 and a 14 and a 16 and 18, and a 20 and 24, etc. And we had measured our piece here, and it was 20.5 inches. And they had a 30, which would have been too long, and they had, I believe, a 24, which would have been a little bit short. But this one combined, which I believe is a 15 and a 12, gives me 27. So yeah, a couple more inches, try to get all the way across. So how this works is you've got, again, your plug all plugged into it, and when you switch it on, it is on. But then when you want to add more, instead of getting more wires and more connectors, they give you this little doodad with every one of them, and you can stack up to 10 of these together per plug. So you just insert this little guy into the end here and attach your next light bar. And now we have two. Now I've got 27 inches of light. And as you can see, like, that's a fair bit amount of light. So yeah, so then we actually have to mount it up to the bottom of the cabinet and make it all work. And for that, they give you everything in the instructions here. It's actually kind of trick. You see they show going across the bottom of the cabinets there how many you can do and what it's supposed to look like. But what you do is you cut out this piece from the packaging in order to measure where it goes underneath the cabinet to get the setback right. Now obviously this isn't a kitchen and that cabinet's kind of high up, so it's got to be eye level where you can see it anyway, but I think we'll still follow it anyway. Alright, following the instructions, cut out the piece from our box, and now we will fold it so that it, there we go, like that. And then yeah, then we'll get to see what that looks like. Okay. The purpose of these vertical holes here is to line it up with your actual cabinet verticals. So they have it there with that middle cabinet. Now that I don't think has a vertical in it. Let's check. Yeah, it does not. So maybe not getting a middle piece in, but we should still be good with either side in order to mount it up. So yeah, best luck. Old Big Mac's got a genius Big Macing idea, and that's going to be to tape this sucker up here first to get it centered where we want it, and then kind of put our brackets wherever we want anyway. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let there be light. Yeah, that works. Alright, with the clips installed, we should just be able to clip this thing in place and now it will stay permanently. Alright, so it's putting out a pretty decent amount of light. It's a little warmer than I was hoping for, but they do sell them in different temperatures, and you can get a fancier controller that's like Bluetooth, and like you can change, dim them and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to do any of that, I just wanted it on. There's always upgrades later on. But as far as costs all in on this project, the LED lights themselves, the 12-inch was $18, the 15-inch was $20, and then the LED driver, that's the box that can actually drive it. Again, mine's not the fancy one, so you can plug in 6 plugs and it's either on or off, was $15, and then there's the actual power cord itself that goes from the wall to the distribution box, that was $7. So you're looking at, what, 38, 45 plus the 15, $60 all in. So not the cheapest thing, but not the most expensive thing. And remember, most of the cost on this comes from getting your thing set up. I can add more lights to this, and I don't need to buy any more power cords. I don't need to buy any more drivers. I could just keep plugging in. So I could do wall-to-wall cabinets in here and keep putting lights on all of it. The other cool thing about it is the driver itself, the little plug for it, doesn't just power these. It can also power the one that's in the display cabinet here, and a bunch of other different styles of lights. They actually have these really cool ones that kind of poked out from a shelf and then curved back around to light up the inside of shelves. I thought a couple of those up on the top of our display bookcase there could be pretty cool. So I definitely have options as I get some more teeth together for IKEA to keep adding lighting into this space without having to buy more drivers or more cords or anything like that, and then have it all click one switch and everything turns on. So a pretty decent option for you for a home hobbyist if you're wanting some good ambient, you know, like either background light or just ambient light on your workspace. If your natural light is like only from one direction or disappears really early, it gives you another option. So yeah, the latest upgrade to the old Mekshop. Alright, I just shut the blinds to try to simulate darkness as much as I could, and you can see we're still doing pretty good. Let's shut off these lights, see what that looks like. Hey, hey, not shabby. Not a single one of the 3 spotlights are on the desk. As you can see behind me here, we are looking entirely at that ambient light that we just installed. I mean, that is not bad. I can almost paint on this. Now, the camera is making it a little cleaner looking than in real life. In real life, this is a little warm and a little pinkish. But I think if you did all this and then just had the one spotlight, yeah, there you go. That can kind of show you this kind of bluish area here. That is pure white light. That is giving you a better representation of what we're looking at in real life. But this is eminently paintable right here. Easily paintable. That backlighting there makes it easier to see the shadows of what I'm painting instead of just having the harsh spotlight on. So yeah, that will work out nicely. Let's see how this one does. And see, this one in particular, I think, is very problematic because it's just so low that it gets in the way of my hobbying. So I think this light is the one that's going to go away. There we go. I like that. Okay. And that gave me the added bonus of moving that ring light over here to light me up for these videos. Now, you guys see why I never use my glasses on these talking head ones because of all the reflections. But yeah, now you can see me a lot better. This one also has the adjuster, so I can calm it down for moody or brighten it up. It also has a change in temperature, so I could be a little bit more natural or very, very yellow or very, very white. So yeah, I think that is, oh yeah, that is a really good change. So yeah, now we're getting some lighting going in the background, some lighting going in the foreground, and upping our game on video quality for all of you. Hey, I'm starting to look like a professional YouTuber now. All right, that's going to do it for this one on upgrading Old Big Mek's workshop with some more hobby lighting. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you have any questions on part numbers or any of that kind of stuff, or how to spell the IKEA names of these, just let me know down in the comments. Happy to respond. Alternatively, you could hop on over to our Discord, link in the description below. It is always free to join, and post up there, and we could talk about different lighting solutions there as well. If you want to support Old Big Mek, now is a fantastic time to do it because we are doing a giveaway for winning Old Big Mek's Orc Army. I have a whole bunch of extra orcs that are going to be given away, and then talking with all of my supporters, especially the paid Patreons, which extra big thank you for your support over the last year, that we're gonna split up and have kind of more than one prize going on. And every time you support Old Big Mek, either through a month on Patreon or YouTube membership, anything like that, you're gonna get your name in the hat for the prizes. And yeah, maybe we'll even give you the option of choosing which buckets to put your prize tickets in, and then at the end of doing all the little prizes, we'll pull all of them into one big bucket for the major giveaway for Old Big Mek's Orc Army. So yeah, a whole lot of fun there. If you want to see more on that video, click on the linky up there and it will take you to it. All right, that'll do it for today. Old Big Mek signing off, and until next time, Wagon!